area I'm from, and I know his family, and then it's ironic that me and him both went to Texas Tech, and now we're in the same division, so it's going to be a lot of competition and excitement for Texas Tech and East Texas.
I know you were here for the 30 visit, and you've only been here this morning, but impressions of the organization that you're now playing for?
Well, I knew the Raiders as a kid. It's a great organization with a lot of history, a lot of great traditions, and I'm excited to be at an organization where a lot of great pass rushers have been before me.
What has the last 18 hours been like for you since you were drafted?
Been hectic. It was high. It was highs. With the family. And now you got on the flight. You could actually stay low. And now I'm here. At my job.
You said Patrick's family. So do you guys go back even further than Texas Tech since you grew up in the same area? How long have you known them?
Well, it's not like I know of Pat. His extended families from my area, where I went to high school in New London, Texas. So I know Pat's family more than I know him.
Tyree, I was told your high school mascot was a Raider, so you were a Raider in college. Did you almost feel destined to be a Raider in the NFL?
Yes, definitely. And I'm excited to be a Raider and continue to be a Raider.
General Manager Dave Ziegler said last night that he made it pretty clear when you were here in conversations with him that this is where you wanted to be. What was it about this visit and this organization and what you saw here that kind of convinced you that this is really where you want to be?
I say first, the people inside the building. I feel like they make the organization. They care about the players, and it's two other great pass rushers, Max and Chandler, and I would want to come there and learn from the best and take my game to another level.
You played with your hand in the ground and upright. Can you envision playing maybe off of Max or off of Chandler along with them? All three guys on the field together.
Really, just fitting in wherever they need me, and helping out, and then be able to give breaks whenever I can.
On those same lines, what do you like about this scheme a little bit that maybe you've been able to dive into it a bit?
I'm new to the Raiders. I haven't really got into the scheme yet, but I know they get after the quarterback, and I'm excited to do that.
All right, welcome to Las Vegas, and congratulations on being drafted by the Raiders. My question to you is, what are some of your strengths that you think you bring to the table?
First, Raiders are tough, smart, and dependable. So I feel like I bring that, and a versatile player to be able to play anywhere in the defense.
Have you been able to meet with anyone yet outside of the coach? I saw you did that on social media, but has any of the players maybe reached out to you or talked to you since you've been drafted?
Definitely. Max hit me up, and then being in here, I went into the weight room and introduced myself to all the players that were in there.
What was their message kind of to you? Did anybody have anything really
just
exciting for you?
Happy for me to be here and ready to work and feed off each other.
There's a lot of talent that comes out of East Texas. What does it mean to you to get the chance to represent that area at the next level?
I'm excited to keep the legacy rolling. It's a lot of great football players in East Texas and Texas in general, and I'm excited to be one of those players.
Tyree, whether it was the Senior Bowl or the NFL Combine, what were the interactions that you had with the Raiders coaches leading into it, and how did it go?
I met with the Raiders back at the Senior Bowl. Dave Ziegler, we had a great conversation and great meeting, and then came here on the top 30 visit, and it's been great, and I'm excited to be a Raider.
Tyree, you had mentioned that you really wanted to go to Texas A&M. For whatever reason, didn't work out there. You transferred to Texas Tech. What was that whole experience like? Maybe leaving one place and finding a new beginning at a new school.
It was a real smooth transition. I feel like it was a tough time for the country. It was during COVID, so building a relationship was important, and just trusting the coaches that they was going to develop me the best as possible, and they did.
What are some of your goals as you enter your rookie year for yourself personally?
Goals. First, to help the defense as any way possible, and win as many games as we can, and hopefully get to a Super Bowl in Vegas.
I know it's early, but have you picked a number yet?
No, I have not picked a number yet.
Any ideas on where you might be leaning in the significance?
No, I haven't talked about what numbers are available yet, but I'll be picking a number soon.
Tyree, Dave Ziegler last night and Champ Kelly both commended you that when they sat down in your 30 visit, you were quick to talk about areas that you need to improve. They like that. Can you talk to us? What are some areas that when you see you on film, you're like, I gotta improve that?
Well, college and NFL are, different levels. So, I want to improve my technique, going against other great offensive tackles and offensive linemen, and also, locking people out and, playing with the long arms that, God gave me.
How did you first get into football, and what did it make the NFL become like a realistic goal for you, like something that would seem like a real thing you could accomplish?
I mean, from Texas, every kid wants to play in the NFL. I was a big physical kid growing up, and Mom put me in football. Never turned back. I just kept working and growing and falling in love with football, and now I'm here.
Were you doing other sports too, Tyree, or was it just football from the moment you put the pads on and that was it?
When I grew up, I was playing basketball, and I did football, and then when I got into junior high, I got into track.
Are there any of these other sports that you've been into? Do any of them feel like you've taken something from them that you can apply to your game as a football player?
Definitely. I mean, track, incorporate speed. You got to be able to run and play football, and then basketball. You got to be able to move and be agile, and you got to also have that in football to be a great pass rusher.
What were your events in track, and what position did you play in basketball?
In track, I ran all the relays, 4x1, 4x2, and 4x4. And then in basketball, I was, forward.
Were you this tall running in high school?
I was about 6'5", 220.
What's the best thing about rushing the quarterback for you? What do you like it so much about doing that and sacking the quarterback?
I feel like not everybody can rush the quarterback. You gotta have something about you. You gotta have great technique, and also you gotta be physical and dominant to get to the quarterback.
How does your, lack of a better term, how does your wingspan help you get to the quarterback? And what exactly is it? I've seen so many different numbers on what it is. What is it to you?
Really, you gotta, I like doing long arm pass rush moves, be able to use my long arms and be able to compress the pocket and also have counters off of it, and also reaching on the quarterback to create turnovers to get the ball back to the offense.
Tyree, who was the toughest opponent you went up and matched up one-on-one with?
Toughest opponent? I would probably say I don't know, Bijan Robinson. He was the best opponent I went against in my college career.
Who are some people that, throughout the time you were in college, from a personal and coaching level, who do you think has helped you the most get to this next level?
Everybody had their bits and pieces in college. I thank all the coaches that helped mold me into the player I am. But if it was one person, I'd give it to Paul Randolph, my D-line coach, that recruited me to Texas Tech.
You talk about, of course, your long arms and everything, and your unique ability to get to the edge. But is there any NFL players, other than the players you're about to be teammates with, who you see parts of your game and you're like, I want to be able to do that? What specific things that certain NFL players, other edge rushers, that you'd like to take parts of their game and implement them into yours?
Honestly, I want to be different than other pass rushers in the NFL. I want to have my own ideal pass rush plan, and for other people to take bits and pieces from my game.
Who's been your biggest influence so far, whether personal or professional, and how has that person and maybe things that they might have told you affected you and your growth as a player?
Biggest influence is my family. That's what got me into football. My mom, got me into football and made a lot of sacrifices. So I work every day to get back to them.
Two more, we'll go Hondo and then Adam.
One of the things that scouts talked about with you is that when you were double teamed or the play was going away from you, you stayed engaged and still tried to impact the play. That speaks to hunger. What is it that motivates you the way that you are, that even when the play's away from you and you're a big guy and can take a play off, you're still trying to impact it?
Well, first, my teammates, our goal is to, win a game, and our big goal is to win a championship. So, don't know who's going to make the play. So you got to be gotta be acting like you're the only one on the field that can make the play and be hungry.
Tyree, I know you said it's been kind of a crazy, last 18 hours or so, but have you taken that moment to just realize, like, you made it here and this has happened?
Well, I always see myself, in the NFL. It just hasn't really, just settled in yet. I feel like maybe in the next 24 hours it'll finally settle in and, I'll be getting to work and help Raider Nation.
Thank you, Tyree. Thank you, everyone.
You've been watching breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.